Look at the weather.
It's beautiful here.
Non-stop rain.
Oh, man, it is a blazer out there.
It's cold and it's shivery.
It is cold.
Really coming down here.
I really enjoy your weather reports.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, we're talking weather in a whole new way. From historical events to what's coming up, plus weather news, science, safety, fun facts, and more.
I like where this is going.
This is Weather Weekly. Weather Weekly with Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Marcus Bailey.
It is episode 129 of Weather Weekly as we're gearing up for the week of June 12th, 2023. Good to be with you. I'm Storm Track 8 meteorologist Marcus Bailey, and for the first time in like 3 weeks, we finally got some rain, and it was a good amount for much of Sunday on the 11th. So good stuff. We need more. We got a pretty big deficit here that we're trying to climb out of a hole, but hey, we will take what we can get, and it's better than just, a few sprinkles or just some isolated rain. This was some beneficial rain for many, many people. So, and I do maybe have some better news as we kind of get going into this upcoming week. Maybe for a vast majority of the week, no, but there is some signs that the pattern long-term may stay a little active, which means that we may get a few more rain chances here as we get closer to the end of the week and into the weekend. We'll break that down in the forecast as we gear up for the week of June 12th, 2023. That's coming up next here on Weather Weekly. Episode 129. It is the week ahead for Monday, or starting the week of Monday, June 12th, 2023. Let's get down to it. Rain that we had on Sunday kind of moves north. We'll have an upper level low that will, bring some clouds, I think, in the morning of the 12th, but we'll get some drier air coming in here, and that should break out the sunshine. Little breezy as well, but I do think your Monday is going to be dry. We'll start it off with numbers into the upper 50s, and you'll wake up, or you'll finish the day off with a high of 72 in the metro area, lower 70s. So quite comfortable. Humidity should be fairly low. Tuesday, interesting day because we have this low that essentially brought us the rain on Sunday. And what's happened is it's kind of drifted off to the north, and some of that rain we had on Sunday, it's going to wrap around in a counterclockwise fashion. And the low may float down a little bit into Michigan, which would, once we get kind of the turning of some of these showers, we may get a few showers, mainly in the northern third of the state is my thinking. Metro area, I don't know if we get much. I'm going to leave the chance in there. I think if you're south of I-70, you're hard-pressed to really get any rain. And even if you're getting some showers, I don't think it's going to be a whole lot here. So we'll go with isolated rain chance. I do think it's going to be a little breezy. Could get gusts as high as 30 miles per hour during the day. You'll have numbers into the mid-50s. Waking up Tuesday morning on the 13th, you'll finish with a high of 79 into the afternoon. Really, the remainder of the week, fairly quiet, and we'll get kind of a warming trend here. Wednesday, the 14th, overnight lows into the upper 50s to around 60. We'll hit a high of 82 Wednesday afternoon with lots of sunshine. Same thing Thursday. Wake up temperatures around 60. Thursday afternoon on the 15th, you'll finish with a high of 85. Now, the pattern does, again, kind of ramp up a little bit. It looks like we're going to have another low that's going to come out of southern Canada, slowly start to work its way into our state. Now, obviously, that's still a ways out, so we don't know the fine, mesoscale dynamics of how this will play out. However, I think it does give us a daily rain chance basically for Friday all the way through Monday. Doesn't mean it's going to rain every day, nor does it mean it will rain the entirety of the day. But I do think that there will be some chances. So we'll start with Friday, the 16th, an overnight low of 60. We'll go with a high of 82. And again, you'll have a chance of showers and thunderstorms across our area. Saturday, I think, is a little bit lower as I see it right now. The 17th, overnight lows in the low 60s. We'll have, a chance for maybe a rumble of thunder or two. We'll hit a high of 83. And then it does look like we may get a slightly better chance for rain on Sunday the 18th. So we'll go a chance of rain and storms, overnight lows of 62, a high of around 83. And then Monday the 19th, again, a chance for rain and storms and warmer with a high of 86. Some of those on the back end there, especially when you get into Monday, some of these could be driven by the heating of the day. So we'll that would lead to a more isolated rain event, kind of those pop-up summertime thunderstorms that you would see. 7-day rainfall. This would go through Sunday morning, 7 a.m. And we'll factor in, because I'm recording this on a Sunday here, that it'll factor in some of the rains that we picked up this past Sunday on the 11th. But most of the state anywhere between 1 to 2, maybe as high as 2.5 inches of rainfall. So good stuff. Just to kind of put it in perspective, if I'm only factoring in what we're kind of picking up here to end this weekend, and you do the math, looks like, at least in the Indy area, it's probably going to be closer to around 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rainfall. So the rains that are coming, probably not, big time rains, but it is something. And at least if we can kind of get something, and, we got a decent amount on this Sunday, and now we can we do need more, but if you can kind of nickel and dime your way back to average, then that wouldn't be a horrible thing. So that's where we stand right now. We'll take a look at the 8 to 14 day outlook. That's coming up next here on Weather Week. All right, 6 to 10 day outlook. Again, we kind of hit up on some of this already, but this would be for the dates of June 16th to the 20th. Below average temperatures and above average precip, which would be a good thing. The 8 to 14 day, also below average temperatures and above average precipitation, although kind of on the lower end of confidence with that. 3 to 4 week, no changes here. This would take us for the dates of 24th to the 7th of July, June 24th to July 7th. Equal chances both for temperatures and precip there. Drought monitor that was released last Thursday has northwestern Indiana. We mentioned that was probably going to be where we saw the drought develop. Western and northwestern Indiana under a moderate drought. Also Blackford County in east central Indiana included in a moderate drought. The rest of the state, with the exception of 3 counties down in southern Indiana, southwestern Indiana, east of Evansville, all abnormally dry. I don't know if the rain that we picked up this past weekend will resolve that. It may trim it back a little bit, but my guess is you're probably not going to see too much change. And the U.S. Drought Monthly Outlook continues to have our state in a drought development likely here as we go over the next few weeks. So not the best of news. The rain certainly helped, but we've gotten ourselves to a point where we do need more. So hopefully we'll see some later on at the end of this week. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's podcast. Always appreciate your time. You can always email me anytime with comments or concerns, marcus.bailey@wishtv.com. You can also get our forecast for free anytime with the Storm Track 8 weather app, or as always online at wishtv.com. And you can catch my forecast Monday through Friday on Wish TV Daybreak starting at 4 a.m. While you're here, make sure to check out all the other great podcasts, all part of the All Indiana Podcast Network. Have a wonderful week. We'll talk soon, and God bless.
Discover more from Storm Track 8 Weather and Wish TV. Online at wishtv.com, and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Plus, be sure to check out more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.